You are welcome to Vedic TV, where you get information based on fact.
US to support Biafra. See what Biafran government said after the US government vowed to support human rights defenders. Good day, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome once again to our channel. Today's news is on the US government vowing to support Biafra. No, to support the human rights defenders. Yeah, they have said they're going to support human rights defenders. So let's see what the Biafran government has to say concerning their support to human rights defenders. So let's get into the news of the day. The government of the United States of Biafra, USB, has reacted to US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken's recent statement emphasizing support for human rights defenders globally. In a post shared on his official X account, Blinken reaffirmed the United States' commitment to fundamental freedoms, stating, "We stand with all human rights defenders who fight against repression and advocate for fundamental freedoms." The US and our partners will continue to work towards a world in which all nations uphold and strive towards the principle that human rights belong to everyone, everywhere. Responding to this message, Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi Orabueze of the USB issued a statement highlighting the ongoing plight of the Biafran people. She accused the Nigerian government of perpetrating systemic repression against the Biafra population, describing the situation as a deliberate effort to destabilize their sovereignty. Araboise stated, "The government of the United States of Biafra does not only stand for human rights defenders, but its Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, represents that." She further criticized Finland for allegedly turning a blind eye to the detention of Ekpa, the Biafra Prime Minister, labeling it a violation of his fundamental rights and a calculated move to weaken Biafra's quest for independence. Araboise also praised the resilience of Biafra's defense forces, reiterating the nation's commitment to sovereignty and fundamental freedoms. As a sovereign nation, our diplomatic process is underway, and nothing will change the plan in place, she added. The statement concluded with a rallying call for citizens to remain steadfast in their quest for liberation. The more the enemies of the Biafran nation continue to attack the Biafran people and its leaders, the more they will continue to make mistakes that can only propel the Biafran nation. We must all remain strong and keep our eyes on the agenda. The development comes amid growing international attention on human rights violations globally. However, there are no indications that Blinken's statement was specifically directed at Nigeria or the Biafra situation. The broader context of his remarks includes efforts by the US to support democratic values and the rule of law worldwide. The USB reaction underscores the tense relationship between its leadership and the Nigerian government, further intensifying debate around the region's push for self-determination. Observers suggest that the ongoing dialogue about human rights provide an opportunity for international actors to engage in the situation diplomatically and constructively. This evolving situation continues to capture global attention as the USB reinforces its preparedness for furthering its cause despite significant opposition. So this is from the X handle of the United States of Biafran government and the Secretary Anthony Blinken, Blinken rather, we stand with all human rights defenders who fight against repression and advocate for fundamental freedom. The US and our partners will continue to work towards a world in which all nations uphold and strive towards the principle that human rights belong to everyone, everywhere. And then, this was the United States of Biafran government reply. The government of the United States of Biafra does not only stand for human rights defenders, but its Prime Minister Simon Ekpa represents that. Unfortunately, Finn governments, fully aware of the human rights violation by the terrorist Nigeria entity against the Biafran people, turned a blind eye to Ekpa's arrest. Well, with all this being said, we can now conclude that the US and not they didn't directly say okay, oh, they are supporting Biafra. No, they are saying that if Biafra is indeed part of the human rights defenders, they would give you the 100 support you need. So they're not just pointing it at one person because they believe that human rights is for everyone and everywhere. So if indeed you know that what you're fighting for is a human rights defender, you have their 100% support. Not just them, but also their partner support. So you can see that. And so the government of the Biafra is now saying that the Biafra does not only stand for human rights defenders, but also the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa represent that. I don't know what to say about that. I don't even know how to chip in this. Although we really don't know, Sha. We really don't know what goes on in Simon Ekpa's head. But let us all assume, as the United States of Biafran government has said, that Simon Ekpa also represents the human rights defenders. But they are also disappointed, the Biafran people are also disappointed that the Finland government turned a blind eye to Ekpa's arrest, with even after everything. So, with all this being said, we have come to the end of our broadcast for today. This is where I say so long but not goodbye. Thank you so much for always listening to us and always tuning in. And as well, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And drop your take on this in the comment section. You have a lovely day ahead of you and don't forget to stay safe. Bye.